Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, what a difference a week makes. Last week we were in sub-zero frigid weather, and this week we're thinking about breaking out the shorts and t-shirts. It looks like the warmer weather is going to continue, maybe not as warm as what we saw earlier in the week. A lot of people have been asking me already, how long do you think we're going to have remaining in the ice season? I think the biggest question is going to be how long our temperatures get below freezing at night, and then also how the accesses are really going to be impacted, because now a lot of that snow is gone, and so you got a lot of brown ground, and that brown ground warms up quicker than if the ground was covered in snow. So the ice is going to melt along the shore a little bit faster than we would like to see, and so I think the accesses are going to be the biggest question, the biggest concern for how long the ice season will last. So the main thing is be safe out there, use common sense, and again, now start using that the safety picks as well as spud bars, especially the closer you are to the shore. Once you get out there, there's still plenty of ice out there. There's no problems with that. So again, this week I think we're going to be fine without any safety issues right now. The bite this past week has been kind of up and down, a little bit better this weekend. A lot of bigger perch being caught, some nice walleyes as we've seen with the reports, with the photos that are being sent in to us. The lakes that produce walleyes up in the northeastern part of the state this past week included Bitter, and that bite really has been very, very consistent, to say the least. Other lakes included Bay, Indian Springs, Casey Slough, North and South Rush, Hazelton, Opitz, Dry Lake by Clark, also Drywood, a few being caught at Midland, Fish, as well as Long. Down the southeastern part of the state, the lakes that produce walleyes included Dry Lake by Willow Lake, and then also a few being caught at Ponset, Thompson, Henry WPA, Whitewood, a few being caught there, Campbell, 81 Ponds, and that bite's been kind of tough. And then also at Sinai, the bite's been a little bit tough there as well. And then Madison, Wall, a lot of small walleyes being caught there. And then Twin Lake, and remember, Twin Lake is the trophy lake. Now, what have guys been using for catching the walleyes? Really nothing is specific. A little bit more aggressive bite when the pressure started falling this past weekend with the warmer weather. So a lot of ripping wraps being used, a lot of buckshots, a lot of rattling flyers, things like that really took off. And then as far as the perch bite is concerned around the area, a lot of larger perch being sent into us, and this is what the time of year that you would expect that. The perch getting full with eggs, so a lot of 13, 14, even 15-inch perch being rumored caught around the area. The lakes that produced the perch this past week included Bitter, as well as Bay, Clear, Indian Springs, a few being caught at Christopherson Slough, as well as Ponset, Schaefer Slough, Dry Lake by Clark, as well as Willow Lake, and then also Long, Madison, and Whitewood. Now, what have guys been using? Really nothing too specific this past week. A lot of people have got back to the old-fashioned Northland 4-inch minnow spoon. This has been really taken off this past week and even the past 2 weeks. It's not a tungsten jig, but again, has been working really well, and it comes in a number of sizes as well as color patterns. The other ones that we've talked about before, the VMC bowl spoon, as you can see right over here, we got plenty of them, and then also the bladed bowl spoon. And that's the same thing as the bowl spoon, but just has a blade to it. So again, these have been working really well, tipped with waxworms or maggots, and that's been really the ticket the past week. But again, I don't think you want to target just these two lures. There's going to be a wide selection over the next week with the warmer weather staying intact. That bite is going to continue to be pretty aggressive around the area. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to shift seasons a little bit. We're going to talk more about open water this time, because this time of year, everyone's focus starts to shift a little bit towards the open water season, mainly looking for something that's going to be coming out that's new for this upcoming open water season. And as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, the one thing that's going to be new here at Dakota Angler is going to be an exclusive lure that we have partnered with Rapala that only us here at Dakota Angler will have. This is the first time it's happened in a long, long time. We've had exclusive colors, of course, but this is the first time that we will have an exclusive lure that only here at Dakota Angler in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, will you be able to get this lure. Here's 3 of the color patterns of that lure, okay? 3 of them right there. 3 of the 6. I'm not going to show you the entire lure because it's still being produced, and hopefully by the middle of March we'll be able to launch it. And folks, I can guarantee you that you're going to want to keep your eye on the fishing report as well as on our social media feed, because when these lures become available, they're going to be hot. People are going to be looking for them all across the entire country, and you can only find them right here at Dakota Angler. And as I mentioned in previous years, we've always had exclusive colors like exclusive Salmo Hornets, you name it. Also, the Walleye Nation Reapers, we've had exclusive colors. But this year we're also launching a full line of exclusive color bandits. As you can see behind me, we're already making room for them. Over 50 exclusive color bandits are going to be available here at Dakota Angler. We have some of them in right now, where you hopefully will have them out by later on this weekend. But again, if you're heading out to Erie, or if you use the bandits out in the Missouri River, where a lot of people have been doing for the past couple of years, you're going to want to get your hands on these exclusive colors. We've specifically targeted some colors that you normally wouldn't find in the normal bandit line, or some other colors that that are custom colors from other stores. So again, you need to stop by or check us out online at dakotaangler.com for these exclusive bandits that will be on their website and on the shelves, on the pegs, and say in the next week. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version, all you have to do is send it to me, and you can send it to Todd at dakotaangler.com. And folks, don't hesitate to do it. It's your time to brag. Take advantage of it and send it to me. Well, folks, as I said earlier, with the warmer weather, who knows how long the ice season will last. I think we got at least a couple of weeks, maybe 2 or 3 yet remaining. I think the big question is going to be the shore access, but we still have plenty of ice tackle here at the store, as you can see around me. Don't hesitate to stop on by here at the stores, take a look at the great selection, the great prices that we have on whether or not you're talking about jigs or any other equipment. If you can't make it to the store, check us out on the web at dakotaangler.com. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report for Dakota Angler. I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. And folks, if you like the video, give us a like. We greatly appreciate it. Stay healthy and always stay safe.